Hey guys, it's 5:48 in the morning and we are getting ready to head to Stableveiw and we're leaving at 6:30. I'm going training and Avery is running nothing.
I'm a non-compete, but I'm going to school cross country. So.
I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby, I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave, you know I wouldn't wanna bleed, even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, and my body.
Set up. There's Hank and KP. And now we're gonna go check in and yeah. Lunch now. How do we feel about the course, Avery?
How do I feel? I'm not riding it.
Yeah, but I still want to know how you feel.
It's pretty cute. It's honestly not that bad.
No.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I really do think so. The jumps are just wide, but that's like what Stableview is known for. So, okay. We are about to go tack walk, and Avery is waiting for the barrier for KP. Just got back from our tack walk. Hank was crazy, did indeed try to kill me a couple of times, but that's okay. I lived. And now we're gonna go to Dover to pick up a new dressage bridle for KP because he doesn't have one. And then, when we come back, while Avery rides, I'm gonna give Hank a bath and start doing his braids. We finished all that we needed to at the bar, and now we're in Publix getting dinner. Good morning. It's, what time is it? 6:06 a.m. and we are headed to the barn. We have dressage at 9:08 and stadium at 12, I think like 26, something like that. Good morning. His braids still look good. That's a plus. Okay, so it's now like 6:30 something. Like probably 6:45, and I've mucked Hank's stall and gave him hand water and fed him. And he has his electromagnetic sheet on right now, so he'll get that. And then I'm gonna finish buttoning up his braids and then give him a nice long stretch and massage because he really likes that.
Okay, Liz, we have dressage coming up real soon. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty good. Yesterday Hank was like pretty good when I actually rode him, besides him trying to kill me. But besides that, he was pretty soft and he really enjoyed his massage today. So I think he's gonna be pretty good. I was just, hopefully I don't forget my test again.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Hank in training test A. Our center line was pretty straight. We need to work on keeping a more consistent contact, but overall it was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Our half 10-meter circle was okay. I need to work on a more consistent bend through the circle and just a little less resistance from him in the change of direction, but overall it was fairly smooth, so I'm pretty happy. I was fairly happy with this canter transition. It could have been a little more definite because it was a little bit behind H when it was supposed to be exactly on H, and I was fairly happy with his lengthening too. I do need to make sure that I keep my elbows really mobile so that he doesn't lock up and tense. And then coming back to working canter, he was very obedient there, and his downward transition felt really good too. Just a little bit unbalanced, but that's an easy fix. Okay, and for our stretchy trot, I was pretty happy with the beginning of it. He could have had a little more lift over his back, but then he got like a little tense, and it definitely, like towards the end, I would have liked him if he was a little more down and out, but it was pretty good. I'm fairly happy with our walk this test. Our downward to the walk was pretty smooth, and I was really happy with that. Our free walk, however, was not the greatest free walk it could be. It's always day to day on if Hank's going to give me a good free walk or a not so great one. So today he decided to give me a not so great one, so just had to ride the horse that I had, but it wasn't terrible. He just definitely could have had more reach in his neck and a little bit more swinging, but I was pretty happy with it. And now this next part of the test is my least favorite because we don't trot until M, which is kind of a little far for me to walk. So I get a little anxious, ready to trot, and Hank feeds off of that and tends to jig. But this time he did good, and he didn't, so that was great. Transition was pretty good. He came a little bit above the vertical, so just want to work on keeping him softer. And then through my half 10 meter again, just working on the bend. I just need more bend. And then this canter transition coming up was actually pretty good. It just was still, again, too far behind M when I need to be exactly on M. And then the lengthening was okay. I locked my elbows a little bit, so he got tense. So I just really need to make sure that I keep those mobile. And then my downward was pretty good too. Just a little bit unbalanced, but again, easy fix, something that we can really work on. And then my lengthening today was not super great. Yeah, he just got a little tense and a little head waggy, but it's okay. My half 10 meter to center line, again, just need more bend. And my halt was pretty good too, but I did actually find out that I didn't halt long enough because apparently it's a rule you gotta halt for 3 seconds, and I didn't know that. But anyway, good test, scored a 31.4, so he did good.
Hi everyone. So I just want to do a little trainer check-in. Liz just finished her dressage, and unlike the last trainer check-in, this one is nothing but positive. She had a phenomenal warm-up. I think she had her best test ever. There were 1 or 2 spots that weren't quite perfect, but they were still really, really good. A few things that were a little conservative, but man, like I said, I think it's her best test ever, and we'll just be able to build on that more and more. She has Champagne Run in a few weeks. Unfortunately, well, to me, unfortunately, and her horse, but to her, fortunately, she's gonna be in Alaska for quite a while. Okay, so we just got back from dressage. How are we feeling about it?
Really good. It's by far probably the best test we've ever done, put down. Hoping for sub 30.
Do we have a guess on a score?
30.2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, I thought it was really good, but I'm gonna go pessimistic just because I feel like that happens to us, so I'm gonna guess 32, but I did think it was really beautiful.
Okay. Hi. We're going to walk cross country right now.
Again, and then we're gonna go walk stadium. And then get ready for stadium and just like chill. We still haven't gotten our score, I don't think.
All right. So what's her score?
You're tied for 4th.
Oh frick, that's pretty good.
Really good. There's still like 4 or 5 more to post, so we may move down, but I hope
What's
not.
my score?
31.4. Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yes, they're scoring.
I kind of expected
not
better.
scoring
That's kind of a
easy.
high score for my
No,
test.
they're not scoring. There's only 2 sub 30s right now, so they're not
How are
scoring.
you feeling for stadium?
I'm really scared. I don't like stadium, but the jumps are smaller than they were last time. I don't know. I got it. I'll be fine. I just need my balance and go. Okay, so now on to stadium. Hank was really good this round. It was definitely a little messy, but you know, we got around clear, so that's what matters. My first jump in was a little oxer. We kind of chipped in, didn't get a great distance, but he still went over it. My second jump, however, I want you all to pretend that it didn't happen, because in my mind it didn't. Yep, yeah, just pretend. And then I pulled myself together and said, Lizzie, you need to ride. So then my next line, I did actually ride a little bit better. And then I really had to make sure I balanced because we had this big triple coming up. So I really had to add leg and not be in his way. And he was super through that. And super to this next one too. Got a little bit tighter, but still went over it great. And now this next oxer was the biggest oxer on course, so I gave him a little bit of encouragement because he felt a little bit backed off. Got an okay distance. The next line was great. He felt really, really good. Yeah, he was jumping great. And then coming to my last jump now. Again, just got chipped in because sometimes I can't ride. So I went double clear.
She's sitting in 5th right now.
Yeah, but I don't think all the scores are in. Like, not everybody has run, right?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
I don't think everybody's run. It was an ugly round, but it worked. As an ugly. The beginning was a little sticky.
There's just some sticky moments.
Yes. And now Avery's about to go take KP to the Vista? Jumping Branch.
Yes.
Going to Jumping Branch to school.
Okay, so we just got back from schooling. He was so good.
I'm in 4th officially. Yay!
At the end of the day,
Yep.
so good.
And we're going to walk cross country again and then get my dressage test. So we walked cross country and we got my dressage test. Mom's reading it right now. Now we're going out to eat with Brinley and one of our old trainers. She was like, I could make morning. It's, what is it, Avery? 7:17 in the morning. I run cross country at like 10:57 or something. And yeah, feeling okay right now. A little sick actually, but you know.
So we're just about to get on for cross country. How are we feeling?
I'm nervous, but I'm also excited because it's gonna be fun because I get to go really fast and there's like some big jumps out there that'll be fun to go over.
Yeah, your optimum time is really tight.
4 minutes and 58 seconds.
So, and that's a long course. And I think you have 2 or 3 jumps that are bigger than anything you did at the last show.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we've schooled that big.
Yeah.
So we know you'll definitely be able to do it.
I'm excited.
Okay, get ready.
Okay, cross country. So Brinley missed the first jump, so good job, Brinley, because you had one job. But anyway, got a super distance to the first one and the second one. He got him right out of stride and was feeling great. Had to get a little bit of a gallop because we were coming up to a pretty big table that Hank jumped out of his skin for, kind of jumped me out of the tack. But he's so cool, but you know, you get jumped out of your tack when your horse is a beast and you can't keep up, which is exactly what happened. Now coming through the woods and down a hill to this little bending line, really had to kind of chip into the first one to get a good out to the little house thing, and he read that great. He did so well. And then I had to get my gallop back a little bit because I had another huge table that I actually ended up burying him to, and he jumped out of his skin once again to save me, and I almost fell off. And he got a little upset, which is understandable. And then down there, I didn't get a video of actually 3 jumps, but then coming up this hill, you can see us going over these 2 tables, which he jumped right out of stride. He was great. And, you know, tables are huge because it's Stableveiw, and that is what they're known for. But he was great. And then coming to a little wall thingy, vertical, to a up bank, he jumped that great. We got a little tight to the bank, but that's actually what we wanted because it rode better that way. And then he ended up spooking at that down bank, which was great. And then to another table. What a surprise. Jumped that right out of stride. And then again to another table. Jumped that one right out of stride too. He is so cool. Now on to a little slice. Yep. This one was a little tight of a ride, but he read it perfectly and he got it through. And then coming up to the water complex. The water jump in was actually pretty easy, but I just wanted to make sure he didn't balk, so I gave him a little bit of encouragement, and he flew through it and actually got an amazing distance right out of stride to that arrowhead. So he was super cool. And then to another hammock, which is a table type thing, soared over that, and then to a tricaner, which he doesn't really like tricaners, so I gave him a little more encouragement, and he flew over that too. He was so game today. And then I kind of let him run. Oh, there's another view of the tricaner. I kind of let him run, and he ended up like kind of taking off with me and grabbing the bit, and I like almost couldn't get him back, but I did eventually get him back. But we did end up chipping into the last fence, but it's okay because it's the last fence and the rest of the round was great. But he was so good. Double clear. Also, fun fact, I was wearing a helmet cam, but I forgot to hit the start button because I'm dumb. So there will not be a helmet cam video.
Good. Okay, Liz, how do you feel?
He was great. I only feel like I buried him once, and he did almost get me off because he jumped it so well. Saved my butt. But he was so good, so game, flying.
Do we know if we made our time?
Yes. I still had like a minute coming down that last path, so I just let him go. And he always took off with me. I couldn't get him back.
Awesome.
So good.
Y'all looked great, and these was definitely, I mean, second training ever, definitely a step up from May days. This course was not necessarily as technical, but man, those jumps were massive. Really, really, really good job. You have anything else you want to say?
I'm all good.
Okay.
Weekend is officially over. We went double clear in cross country. Hank was super good. It was so fun. And we walked away with third and a cool saddle pad. So, and then our next show is Champagne Run. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.